who isn't an actor or director is welcome to stay, but directors and actors really should, because it'd be interesting to get everyone's feedback. So we're beginning with Blythe. Are you going to talk?
Hi, I'm Blythe. As Michael said, it was an adaptation of the myth Myrrha. For the sake of, I think it's a prettier name, and we contemporized it. I've called it Myrrha instead. So if that bothers anyone, I'm sorry. But outside of that, just enjoy. And yeah, take your seat.
It is calmer out here than anywhere else. The elements here are aligned. And this tree breathes in and out with the air. Storm. The ions and electrolytes. And I breathe in and out with her too. Her grooves, rough, patched skin, are 1,000 years of laugh lines. When I'm older, I'm gonna look just like this.
It's dinner time.
Well, I'm not hungry.
That's fine. It can be your bedtime. Second thought. I'm not hungry either.
I haven't seen you in a while, you know?
Yeah, you've got me. I've had to stay in the house a bit more.
You don't love him.
Of course I don't. He's my grandfather.
Why don't you come live with me?
I'd rather live with no one. Sorry, El, but I'm happy here when I can escape to it. Here, everything is blue and green, alive and fresh on the outskirts. You can still smell the heat in the air. And the gas station leaks out into the air's heat. It's got all I need. Water, clouds.
What do you think it'd be like?
To be a cloud? Breezy and light. You're probably constantly cold, but you'd always have the sun shining on one side of you. I'd like that. To feel the sun on one side of my face.
I want to know what it's like, Myrrha.
You'd be able to change into all these shapes whenever you'd like. You could be heavy and gray one day, and thin the next. But I wouldn't want to be like that one. That doesn't look like anything, huh?
You're so beautiful, Myrrha. I want to know. You're the only one I know who's ever kissed anybody.
He's my grandfather.
Yeah. Kiss me. Well, you know what it's like. Kiss me.
You're crazy.
It's just your lips. I feel like they're lips that are meant to be kissed.
Don't say that.
It's true. You may not believe me, but you really are beautiful.
Yeah.
It's stunning.
Just my lips?
And your hair. It's very pretty hair. And the fact that you can run up that tree. That I love.
Well, that I can do.
Oh, come back, Myrrha. Don't leave me.
I'm climbing to the top.
It's not safe up there, and it's gonna rain soon. I'm gonna have to go home. Myrrha?
You really shouldn't do that.
Smoke? Well, I should say neither should you. It's not nice to spy on people.
No, not smoke, but light a match against a tree. That probably scratches. What's she ever done to you? And I wasn't spying. I was here looking first. And you walked into what I happened to be looking at.
Well, how do you think... She, is it?
Mm-hmm.
How do you think she likes being climbed?
She loves it.
You know, I bet she does.
What?
Town is that way, is it?
Which town?
Well, I suppose the town you live in. The one that's closest.
Oh, I don't live in town. I live here.
Here?
Mm-hmm.
Well, where do you sleep?
Where you're sitting. Sometimes closer to the bank.
Well, that's a lovely bed.
It is. Do you want to go into town?
No, I want to avoid it. You certainly picked a view for your bedroom.
So, who are you?
Well, I'm a man. And you?
Well, I'm a woman.
A girl.
A lady. And what kind of man are you?
Well, that's an excellent question. Impersonal. What are you doing?
Climbing.
What are you going to do when you get to the top?
Either try to jump for the clouds, or leap to the grass, or fall to my death.
Don't do any of those.
Why not?
Well, because what if you can't jump or can't leap?
Then I'll fall to my death.
You're a pretty girl to be climbing trees.
I'm Myrrha.
I'm Morgan.
He lit me on fire. From his touch I burn. I'm this little matchstick that he drags, peels over, and from this little point I explode with a sound. But I try my hardest not to. No scream or cry. No moan. He might, well, I know he'd like it too much. This match on fire, the second I'm struck, I go out. But he doesn't. Nothing there but brittle, useless, motionless, empty wood. I'm done. I go out. He throws me away. And you know, this little spark, every time it dies, it can never live again. Beautiful for a glimpse, but it doesn't last. And that's what I try to tell myself. It doesn't last. It doesn't last. That's what it feels like, Elle. He's been traveling for the past 16 years, never in the same spot for more than a week.
But you said you met him.
He's been here for a week and 3 days. He's had every life imaginable, and oh, his hands. Big, rough, worker's hands.
When did you touch his hand?
Oh, I've done more than touch his hands.
Liar.
I did when he caught me.
You can't jump from a tree.
He went on a cleansing. That's what he said, a cleansing. To discover more about the world, but not the world he lives in. He's right.
About what?
All of it. When I'm naked, all I feel is touch.
Touch?
Yeah. The urge to be touched. I don't feel ashamed or embarrassed, but I feel what's on the outside. How the cotton touches me. How the air touches me. Breath. When my skin is bare, I feel the sense of wanting touch. Something to smooth or to take hold of me. And my skin pines to have my senses felt. But I do feel on the inside too. When I'm naked. Rough facial hair that feels good to hold and touch. It tickles when it's light, but it feels like comfort. As his cheek grazes mine. Yes, it's rough, but it's warm. Like being on the wood floor, enjoying a spitting fire. I feel safe. Everything is dry. Coarse, calloused hands. Like his short patch of hair along his jaw. And lip. And cheek. It scars. Breaks my skin. I'm not sure when it happened. All of a sudden, I wasn't looking back in the mirror. That face, those eyes, that crooked smile was not that of her 11-year-old self, who she willed to memorize and love.